sound easy to you guys, or should we take another repeat session on that topic?
Maybe we can revise.
Yes. I'm preparing my system for it because most of the directories or files are not present in your system. So it would be difficult for you to explain me actually while creating all the files and directories that are necessary, and then we'll check what are the different changes, how the logs are managed, how it's taken care of. Works? Okay,
Yes.
as yesterday I mentioned, today we would be having a short session on agentic AI as well. Just an introductory session. What is agentic AI and all? And later we would be having mock interview questions. Okay, on the chapters that we have completed, mostly first 10 chapters. So during that session, mock interview session, I want you all to make a note of all these questions as these are mostly used in interview rounds, the initial or first interview. So in that session, I would be asking everyone different set of questions, and you guys have to answer me. Then we'll discuss if it is the correct answer, if the answer was correct, but the structure was incorrect, and everything. Sounds good? Hello?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so now let's start first with agentic AI. Does anyone know what is agentic AI or what is artificial intelligence in general? Any one of you? What do you think? What is artificial intelligence? It is a question to you all, actually. Tejas, Mansi, Prajot, Shweta, Adnya, Savari, any one of you can answer this question. What is artificial? You must have heard, right? There is a
Um,
industry. Go ahead, Mansi.
for a system or a software to know more about like a human language to understand human language.
hmm Yes, it is a part. Okay. Anything else, Tejas, you would like to add? What is
Training,
artificial intelligence?
training the set of datas and to train the model in
Right,
more
right.
natural.
You're going into the technicals. Just tell it in a layman's language so everyone can understand what is the overall concept behind artificial intelligence. Just whatever that
We
strikes your mind. Spit it up. Yeah.
we can just automate any work. Mm,
Yeah,
That
just
is
the
AI.
ability of machines.
Shweta, you were saying something. Go ahead. What is artificial
Yeah,
intelligence? That is the question.
just the ability of machines to perform tasks, like
hmm
the task which will get automated.
Okay, so we have got answers like automating tasks, then what Mansi said. She was into NLP, natural language processing. Anything else from Asawari, Adnya? You two would like to add? What is artificial intelligence or what you have thought till date? What is it?
Like the machines are trained to mimic human intelligence.
Correct. Correct. Asawari, would you like to add anything to it?
Yeah, the basically the ability to perform tasks without any, what do you call, more information, like with minimum in inputs we get maximum outputs. Yeah, you can call it as the more easy task it can give us.
Okay, yes, it will help in our day-to-day tasks to make our life easy. Anuja, would you like to add anything to the question what is artificial intelligence?
Artificial,
You
what I
must
think,
be aware about it, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, the advanced tasks with the help of human help, like
Mhm,
example, ChatGPT or like Copilot or any
mhm,
automation task without interfering, that we can call artificial intelligence. Like
mhm,
basically, advanced task or advanced functionality which is done,
mhm.
that we can say like artificial intelligence.
Yes, correct. Okay. Now let's go back in time and think about first programming language or the old school programming languages like C, C++. When the time there were only procedural type of programming language, no object oriented. At that time, from that time, actually, everyone doing research the main motto of doing invention or research in it is connecting the connecting the technicals connecting the technicals to the real life. For example, I'll explain you. You guys must have heard about object-oriented programming. Like so, in
Yes.
object-oriented programming, we have polymorphism, inheritance, encapsulation, and so on. Four different types. So, what are these? What is this object-oriented programming paradigm given to the programming world? It helped us to mimic all the human-like or natural qualities into the program. For example, inheritance. We have a function, we inherit some features from it into a different one, just like how we humans inherit qualities from our parents, right? Or polymorphism. A function behaves different in different situations, just like us, how we behave. We are different in front of our dad, in front of our teachers, in front of our relatives, right? What artificial intelligence does or why it is in a boom right now is because it is helping every individual to ease their day-to-day activities. Along with that, it is helping to improve every technology on its own. There is a self-learning mechanism in it as well. So basically in the 70s, 60s and 70s, from the time artificial intelligence came into existence, first, it's starting from Turing test and all, just to mimic human intelligence. We are not going to go into that depths. We'll just understand we are trying to train machines to behave and think like humans, and they should be having human qualities that our brain has. So basically, we are creating a brain, artificial brain, which will think and mimic like human intelligence. Everyone getting my point? Now let's
Yes.
understand this. Let's understand this with an example. Imagine you next day, like tomorrow. Tomorrow you wake up in 3025, like just 1,000 years from now. Okay, you wake up tomorrow. And you got your own assistants, artificial intelligence assistants, right? So now all your daily day-to-day activities has been taken care by that assistant. For example, he has already scheduled all your day-to-day activities. He has prepared you your personalized diet plan, depending on your health report. Then it even reminds you of doing tasks at specific times, taking breaks. This sounds cool, right? Having some assistance of this type who will help you in your day-to-day activities. But yes or no? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, your inter
Am I audible?
yeah, your internet
Yes.
just cut off for a few seconds.
Okay. Let me just check. Okay. Am I audible now? Clearly?
Yeah, you're
Yes,
audible.
you're.
Okay. So where did we left? Could you please remind me? We were discussing about an AI assistant robot, right? In the year 3025.
Yeah.
So
You
it's really
like
amazing, right? Sorry?
No, I was just saying that you left until you said that it is doing your daily base task until there, and then it cut off.
Exactly. Having that robot by your side who will schedule your day, create your diet plan, cook you food. That's amazing, right? It is a robot, but the internal mechanism is all artificial intelligence. He has to analyze all the dimensions around it. He has to take decisions. He has to think, right? Now, till date, we were working on artificial intelligence, creating different programs, algorithms, and automating and using them to automate our daily day-to-day activities. For example, anyone working in fraud detection, in healthcare or insurance or banking. So we would be creating a program which is called an algorithm, which will analyze different patterns, and it will just notify the subject matter expert or whoever the concerned person is that, okay, I'm finding a specific pattern or abnormalities in this transaction. So it will create alerts. From last 1 year, we were covering only this part of artificial intelligence. But from last 6 months, as agentic AI came into the picture, we moved one step ahead of it. Now, not just we get specific alerts from the system, but the system itself thinks, okay, it observes the whole scenario environment, then it creates different reasons. Okay. After that, it takes its decision and thinks about that decision, and at the end, it executes that decision. So here we are not only we are not only limited to getting alerts or recognizing patterns, but here we are taking actual, tangible, practical actions in this. Let's take another example. Okay. You guys must have booked online flights, right? And right now we are using ChatGPT. So, how I would use ChatGPT or how ChatGPT would help me to book a flight. Till now, it is only able to do, okay, I want to travel on this date from this particular location, destination to this city. So it will give you all the information. Okay, the weather around that time would be like this. These are the flights available. These are the hotel options. Okay, but would it be great if you ask him, okay, this is my plan. Okay, I want to travel from this date to this date. Uh, Book everything that is required for me according to my preferences that you have learned earlier. It would be great, right? So that's what agentic AI is doing. Now it will not just generate your itinerary or suggest you options, but it will also check your preferences, what you like, what you don't dislike, and according to that, it will book your flight, it will book your flight seat, it will do your web checking, it will book your hotel according to the specific meals you want, and everything. So all these actions are taken care by agentic AI. So it's making sense, right? So this was initially only limited to self-driving cars that we have been hearing from last 10 years. We would be having self-driving cars. This is the same mechanism. The car is driving, it is forming a perception about its environment, then it is reasoning, it's giving different reasons. According to that, it is creating a decision flow, and at the end, it's taking action. And all these four layers happen in a fraction of a second. So just imagine what huge level of processing or infrastructure would be required to do this. Right. And the solution for that huge scale infrastructure is solved by cloud computing. That's why we would be learning cloud computing and primarily AWS, Amazon Web Services. So now are you getting an idea why we would be learning AWS, why we would be learning agentic AI, what is agentic AI right now, in the next 2 months? Just give me a yes or no, guys. Please,
Yes.
I'm trying to make these sessions interactive and you guys are not speaking up.
Yes.
That
Hello.
am I audible now, guys?
Oh yeah, yeah, you are.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Okay. I don't know why, but today I'm facing a lot of network issue. Um, excuse me for that. Now let's think upon different real world applications where agentic AI is going to have an drastic effect. For example, healthcare, finance, robotics, then autonomous self-driving vehicles. These are the generic, these are the general use cases that we hear in our day-to-day lives. But there are more beyond it as well. They will answer or give you prescription. Now you might be having questions like, okay, so we are providing the machine the whole control of the environment or the whole system. Now machines are going to take decisions. So if a machine's decision is wrong, then who is responsible for it? Now these all questions come under ethical usage, ethical concerns, and right now every government from every country or every unions are constructing solid laws for agentic AI applications, which would be ethical to human usage. So right now, for if an agentic AI application takes the wrong decision, then the blame is completely on the system. So indirectly, it is on the company that has created it. So there are different questions like till or like who is responsible for agentic AI's decision if we would be if agentic AI would wipe out many job opportunities or will agentic AI take control over humanation? So these are all concerns that are correct, but we are tackling them. We have to deep dive into it as well because whenever we are creating an agentic AI applications, we have to consider all these things. Sounds good?
Yep.
Yes.
Hello? Am I audible, guys? Yeah.
Yes.
So now
Yes.
Yes, you are.
AI is no longer just a tool. Yeah. AI is what is it? AI is not only just a tool now. It is, hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're audible.
Audible. Yeah. No.
I believe I was disconnected. Okay. So what I just said, okay. Till now don't think of AI just as a tool. Okay. Now it is going to become your partner in decision making. Every decision that you're going to take help from AI agent. So as future AI engineers, you all, we have to shape the future in a correct way. For that, we need to learn agentic AI in a correct manner and in a very short duration of time. Till now, we have been learning technologies like taking 4 months, 5 months, 6 months period of time. But right now, as the rate of change of technology is too high, we have to we have to decrease the turnaround time. So in the next 3 weeks, we would be completing AWS, like a bigger chunk of AWS. We won't be taking 2 months, 3 months. Sounds good, guys?
Yep.
So this was all about agentic
Yes.
AI applications. And the first step towards it is learning cloud computing so that we can provide the infrastructure that is required. So now let's start with our mock interview question. So now, one by one, I would be asking different questions to every one of you. You guys have to answer it precisely, and I don't want any manipulations in the answers. Okay. The way to answer the question would be, okay, what is the like what, how, why? So if I ask you what is Linux, then what is Linux, how Linux, how it came into existence or how it came into picture, and why we are using. In this manner, in this structure, you have to answer. So let's start with Anya. Anya, can you explain me the difference between a desktop operating system and a server operating system?
Yes. So desktop
Yeah.
operating systems are the operating system that we use regularly, like Windows,
Mhm.
Mac OS, and
Mhm.
server operating systems are used to manage servers, I guess. I'm not very sure about server operating systems.
Yeah, you're going. Yeah, you're heading in the right direction. Go ahead.
Yeah. Uh, I think that's it.
Sorry.
I think that's it.
Mm. Okay, I was expecting something else as well. There are two, three more points that you can explain, and I expect you all to know that. Like all these points are written in. Tejas, can you explain me what is the difference between a desktop operating system and a server operating system?
So, as Adna told, desktop operating systems are Windows, Mac OS. So, it are more user friendly.
Mhm.
So, regular users can operate, can navigate through different location, different files,
Mhm.
and yes. And coming to system, server desktop system, we have Linux, we have Unix based systems, so that we
Mhm.
can do all the core computing or um, core all the operation, like you can do all the operations related to um AI, related to database and all the configurations. So server
Okay.
configuration system is more useful for developers, more useful for people like us, like more technical.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
yes, so server systems are generally um, generally what I can say are awake 24/7. Like, so we can't turn off them. So basically, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Correct. Partially correct. Yeah. Anyone else who would like to try answering this question?
Yes.
I'll give you a
Yes.
hint. Okay, if you need, I'll give you a hint
Okay.
initially
Can
only.
I,
What
can
I
I
expect in this answer. Yes, Shweta, you can answer it. Do you require a hint or you will go ahead directly?
no, only I know 2 points like server operating systems like they manage various resources and like desktop it is more for the personal use
Mm-hmm. Correct, absolutely right.
and also in the server operating system like they just said we have the examples of Linux and desktop we have Windows 10, 11, Mac.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Mm, that's all.
Okay. Okay. Every one of you, whoever answered this question, your answers are correct, but I want a combination of all these answers in one answer. Okay, so I'll tell you. First, we tell the usage. Okay. Sorry. First, we tell what is desktop operating system and what is server operating system. So, for example, desktop operating system is Windows, Mac OS. Server is Linux, Unix. and different Linux distributors, or even Windows Server. Okay. Now, desktop operating system is used for personal use only, and server operating system is used for hosting servers or databases on a huge scale. Okay. Now, again, the next point that we discussed in the first session, desktop operating system is only limited to single user or few users, but server operating system has access to multiple users. The access is unlimited, right? Then coming towards the performance. Now, in desktop operating system, it optimized for GUI-based application. So all the performance is optimized for GUI-based application. But in server operating system, the performance is optimized for network services. Okay. The cost of using desktop operating system is very cheap, and server operating system is quite expensive. So, this is the format or structure. I would like you all to answer any question. Okay, please make a note of this question that we just discussed. Now, coming towards the next question, Rajat, can you briefly explain me the evolution of Linux operating system?
Yeah, Linux is the operating system which is mainly introduced in the when the Linus Torvald, which is in his last year project, where
Mm-hmm.
where he's working on the project, which motive is simply to build one operating system.
Mm-hmm.
So he built a strong kernel, not like a whole operating system, but he built one the strong kernel, and he open
Mm-hmm.
source this operating system. Uh, so all the Linux community like this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why after this we have start exploring the Linux, and the Linux is
Mm-hmm.
introduced in 1991. So Linux
Mm-hmm.
is the operating system, and it is start from the kernel shell, and then we use the application. Linux contain both for GUI and CLI, which is the graphical user interface, and uh, command line interface.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good. Good. You answered it correctly. I want you to introduce first Unix inside it. So, because Linux was not in Linux did first in 1969, Unix was invented by the Bell Labs, right? And followed by on that direction only in the year 1991, Linus Torvald invented a Unix-like operating system that we call Linux right now. He just invented the kernel for his final year project, but it got as it was open source, so every day the community grew, and everyone around the corner of the world contributed inside it, and it got enriched till date. So please make a note of this question as well. Now, Mansi, can you explain me the architecture of Linux operating system?
So the architecture for Linux operating system would be application, kernel, shell, and hardware. In this, hardware is a physical machinery in which
Mm-hmm.
Linux acts as like a bridge between as a shell and
Mm-hmm.
shell and kernel, so that we can type in application. It acts like a bridge so that the hardware can understand the language that we are trying to process. So
Mm-hmm.
this is basically the architecture for Linux, which is used in the day-to-day life, so that if we type in a simple English language, the operating system understands it in binary code.
Okay, your answer is correct. But I just want you to construct a more clear answer for it. For example, along with the examples. So how I would explain anyone what is the architecture of Linux? Okay, so we will start from the core, that is the hardware. Any operating system, the goal of any operating system is to get work done from the hardware. So at the center of any architecture is the hardware components, the physical components that has CPU, RAM, disk. On top of that, we have a layer of kernel. That is the core of Linux. This basically interacts with the hardware, gets our work done. That's it. Now, on top of the kernel, we have a shell layer. It is a command line interface which interacts with the user and the kernel. So whatever is the query from the user, it passes on to the kernel. Kernel processes it with the help of hardware, and again the output is sent back to the user. And the topmost layer is the application layer, which are different web browsers, different servers, or text editors. So just try to explain your answer or architecture along with examples. So what are the different types of shells we can use in Linux, or bash, no login shell, different types of shells, different applications, kernel, and the hardware component. Uh, okay. Who is remaining? Okay, Asauri. Asauri, the next question is to you. What is the difference between who am I command, like WHO, AMI, all connected,
Okay.
WHO space AM space I, who am I, in a different way, and who come?
So who am I displays current user details.
Who am I all connected,
No, no,
or is
not
there a
all
space
connect.
in between?
Yeah, there is space in between who am I.
Mm-hmm.
And for there's no space, it displays username.
Okay, correct. And what does who display?
Um, all the users.
Yes. I would like you to be just more specific, like who command will list down all the currently logged in users. Who am I with space will show the user's terminal session details, and who am I with no spaces will display the currently logged in username. Okay.
Okay,
Otherwise, your answer is correct. Just try to structure the answer in a more better.
okay.
Now, okay, yeah, that's it. So now, Anuja, can you explain me the different modes in VI editor? Anuja, am I audible?
Yes, yes. There are different VI editors, modes of the VI editor.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, basically, VI is used for, we can say, VIM mode file. In that,
Mm-hmm.
there is a insert mode. There is in insert mode, we can insert the data, or we can do some changes in that.
Mm-hmm.
This one is there is another deleting
Okay.
mode. There is another one moving within a file,
Mm-hmm.
save and exit,
Mm-hmm.
searching and replace. These are the mode.
Okay. Uh, your answer is correct, whatever you explain. Just try to explain it in more elaborate way. And I want you to first
Mm,
list down the four different modes in Linux that are command
mhm.
mode, insert mode, text mode, and visual mode. Now,
Okay.
visual mode is all about GUI, so we will be more concerned with the three modes, that is command mode, and it is default, which is used for navigation and editing. Insert mode is used to insert different types of data into the file. That is basically the characters. And X mode is used to save and exit the file. If you want to save or not save, if you want to update or not update, anything related to it. Got my point, everyone? Yeah. Please focus on VI editors. A lot of questions are there from this topic. Now, okay, Shweta, the next question is to you. Could you please explain me how do you save and exit a file in VI? What is the command?
Can you repeat the question?
What is the command to save and exit a file in VI editor?
Hello.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello. Am I
Yeah.
audible?
Yes, you're audible.
In VI editor, did you ask?
Yes, in VI editor. VI, VIM both are same.
I don't know actually.
How to save and exit a file? What is the command for that? Okay, Tejas, can you answer?
WQ.
Correct. The answer is right. And what is the command? Anuja, the next question is for you only. What is the command to save without exiting?
Oh, can I answer?
No, the question is to Anusha.
Double colon and W.
Correct. And if I want to exit without saving,
Double colon Q exclamatory mark.
correct. All three questions answered correctly. That's great, Anuj. Now, Tejas, can you explain me what is the difference between cat, more, and less command?
So cat is used to list all the content inside the file.
Mm-hmm.
More is used, more command is used to, no, I don't know about more.
Okay.
I know actually head and tail.
Okay. The difference just lies in the navigation, how you navigate the whole file. So try to think.
Okay, so
More.
you get more content
Yeah.
from the
You are
file. You can remove more content from the file. Number of lines.
correct. You're going in the right direction. So basically, cat helps us to check the contents of a file without opening it. More helps us to view the content of a file page by page.
Page by page. Okay.
Right. And in less, it allows us to scroll up, down, moving it flexible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The difference is in more, it only allows forward scrolling, and in less, it's more flexible. You can move forward or back.
Okay.
So now let's move on. Mhm. Okay, now the next question is to Adnya. Adnya, what does slash etc directory contain?
Uh, Slash etc. Um, I don't remember, sorry.
Okay, okay. What does slash
Fine.
var directory contain?
Sorry, no idea. Actually.
Slash home directory. What does it contain?
All the files for the user or the user has created.
Mhm. Partially correct, but not 100%. Okay, Mansi, can you explain me what is inside slash etc slash var slash home directories?
For slash etc, as we did yesterday, it contains the configuration management
Mhm.
files. For slash var, I forgot, I don't remember. But
Okay,
slash home is the local user directory, so it contains all the files that are made by the local user.
okay. So just go by the name every time, please, guys. Slash var. Okay, what does var sound like? Variable. So all variable files are inside var. So
Okay.
all the logging files, log files are inside var. And for slash home, the home directory of local user is inside slash home directory. Now let's move on. Tejas, can you explain me what is the difference between slash bin directory and slash sbin directory?
As the s bin prefix is super bin, so
Mhm.
all the super configurations or users, super all the configurations related to super user super group
Mhm.
is stored into s bin,
Mhm.
and bin and only bin directory contains all the binaries
Okay,
of the
okay, you
configuration.
have answered it correctly, partially. So bin and sbin both store binary files. Okay, bin stores all the essential binary files, and sbin stores all the binary files which are which are for system or root user or super user. So all the binary files related to super user, root user are stored inside sbin, and all the essential binary files are stored inside bin.
Okay.
For example, a reboot command. Reboot command is stored inside sbin because the local user can't execute that. Right. Okay. Now let's move on to next question. Okay. Now, um, Asawari, can you tell me what are the two options that I would use along with user add command when I want to add a user and assign a specific home directory to it?
Can you please repeat?
Okay. So I'm trying to add a user, but using the user add command, I want to assign a specific home directory to that user. So what are the two options that I would be using in this whole command? Sorry, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Is the question clear to you?
Yes, it is. So
Hmm.
we add a user and we get give the specific directory name.
Just explain me what are the two types of options that I'm going to use in this command?
Sorry, I can't remember.
Okay. Can anyone else explain me what are the two options that I'm going to use in this command?
Yes, can I?
Yes, Shweta, go ahead.
So first is user add, where you add the user,
Hmm.
and also add user, like that is a simpler alternative to user add.
No, no, no.
So
I'm
it
adding the user with user add command only. I just have to specify two different options. because I want to assign a specific directory, home directory to that user. So what are those two options?
Oh, I thought the alternative option was adding the user.
No, not the alternative options. Tejas, can you tell me?
Mm, we have slash sorry, hyphen D and
Mhm.
hyphen M.
Great. Now, why do we use hyphen M and hyphen D? Can you explain it to everyone?
So hyphen M, I think, is to create a directory in home directory,
Correct.
and D is used for creating if the directory does not contains maybe.
D is to specify the location of home directory.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, to location.
Now, okay. Anuja, can you explain me the two types of groups in Linux operating system? Anuja, am I audible to you? Okay, Mansi, can you answer this question? What are the different two types of groups in Linux operating system?
I also actually have no idea. I know that we
Rajat, can you?
use the group add to add any group.
Okay,
I don't remember.
okay. Okay. Rajat, can you answer this question? What are the different two types of groups in Linux operating system?
Type the primary and another one
Mhm.
is secondary.
Primary and secondary group. Okay, can you explain me what is primary group and what is secondary group? Rajat,
Yes,
so can you explain me what is primary group and secondary group?
yes. Primary group is assigned when the user is created,
Mhm.
and the secondary group is the additional group for the multiple users. Am I right?
Where you got that answer from?
I know.
Oh, the exact same wordings. I trust. Now, can anyone explain me uh, chmod command in octal values? Who would like to give a shot to this question? Explain me chmod command using octal values.
So we use it to modify permissions,
Mhm.
chmod. Then in octal values, we have 3 digits. So the first digit is for the user who created, then second is
Mhm.
for the group, and third is for other users. So
Correct.
we have the octal values 4, 2, and 1 for read, write, and execute respectively.
Mhm.
So
Correct.
we, if we want to give to
Mhm.
all three permissions to all three types of users, so we use
Mhm.
777 by adding them all, and then the username,
Correct.
and we can modify as we need.
Okay. Now, just a correction. We don't assign these permissions to users, file name or directory name at them. Yeah. Now, Mansi, can you explain me the symbolic notations in the chmod command?
So we have plus. It is to like give more permission. Correct?
Mhm.
To give more permission, we use addition.
Mhm.
Subtraction is to like remove any permissions from there.
Mhm.
Then we also have equal to equal to. Simple. I remember.
Yes, you're going right.
That's all I remember. Like
Okay,
yeah.
these are the operators: adding, removing, or assigning permissions.
Okay.
I want to know what are the how we represent different set of permissions to different classes like user, group, or Tejas, can you explain me the complete command structure for assigning permissions using symbolic notation?
So we have command chmod,
Mm-hmm.
then we have options. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we have -u for user,
Mm-hmm.
-o for other, and -g for group.
Mm-hmm.
Then if we want to add anything, any permissions, then we use plus operator.
Mm-hmm.
And if we want to remove the permission, then we
Mm-hmm.
use minus negative operator. And
Okay.
we have R for read,
Mm-hmm.
W for write, X for execute,
Mm-hmm.
SG for special group, maybe S for special. I don't remember this exactly. And T for sticky.
Okay, okay, okay. Those are special permissions.
Yeah, okay.
Uh, yeah, it's okay. You just have to explain me the basic permissions that are read, write, execute.
Yeah.
So we use the command chmod. Then we have to specify user, other, group, and other separated by comma. And inside that we have to, if you're using, if you're adding permission, then plus, removing permission, then minus, or assigning is equal to, followed by read or write or execute. That's it. Now, Asawari, can you explain me the difference between chown and chgrp command?
CH?
Chown and chgrp. Am I audible, Asawari?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So what is the difference between chown and chgrp?
Sorry, I haven't prepared for this.
Okay. Okay. Anya, can you explain me what is the, okay, Shweta wants to answer, I believe. Shweta, can you answer what is the difference between chown and chgrp command?
Yes, so CHGRP is used to change the group ownership,
Okay,
and chown is used to change both the owner and group of file.
correct. So
And
chgrp used to change only the group and chown is used to change owner and group both.
yes,
That's correct. Now, we left it. Okay, Anuja. Anuja, can you give me a command to kill a process with PID 1, 2, 3. I want to kill it. What would be the command?
Kill minus 9 and the number of the process ID which you mentioned.
Okay, and what are the different options to kill? Can you list down 5 options of kill command? All the numeric one.
Five options. Five options for.
Kill command. I have 64 options.
Mm, I think SIG and INT and the value, or SIG kill, SIG term, SIG stop, like that. But generally,
Yes.
kill -9 and the process ID is the best way to kill the process ID, which I think.
Yeah, that is mostly used. So even we are going to use the same command, that is kill -9 and the PID.
Yes, yes.
Uh, yeah,
Mhm.
I just want you all to remember at least five different options for kill command. Okay, now uh, Rajat, can you explain me what is the difference between nice and re-nice? Come on.
Nice value is used to set the priority for the particular process, and the
Come again.
renice will use to modify the nice value.
Yes, it is correct partially, but the main difference is still missing. Can you explain that to me?
Could you please repeat the question?
Okay, Anuja, can you explain me what is the difference between a nice command and re-nice command?
Nice, and
Re-nice.
uh, nice command can be, I think, can be issued for to start the process at the priority level, which will I specified. And I think renice command which will modifies the priority of the process that is already running. Means if there is already process, then we can use to modify a renice command. And nice command can be used to start the process, which I will give the
Mhm.
priority.
Correct. So we use nice command to set priority and then start the process. And re-nice, we just change the priority of a process that is still running. Now the next question to Anuja. What is the range of nice value?
Uh, that I'm not remembering.
Tejas, can you tell me the range of nice value?
-19 to 20.
Mhm. Correct. And what is the default nice value of any process?
-20. Oh, like 0.
Sorry?
Please
20 is the
repeat,
default.
Shantanu.
Sorry?
Please repeat the question. You want highest priority or the lowest priority?
No, I'm just asking what is the range. So he told me -20 to 19. Now the next question is, what is the default nice value in Linux?
20.
Default. I think
Low.
0.
Correct. The default nice value is 0. Okay. Now let's move ahead. Uh, Now who would like to answer the next question without listening to it? Okay. Explain me the three different methods of compression.
G, Z, Gzip,
Mhm.
Zip, and yeah, 2. I know 2.
Anyone else would like to explain me the three different compression methods? I want the extension, the option, and which is the best for compressing and reducing the size. Yeah, answer these three sub questions.
So the three methods are gzip, bzip, and zzip, xz. Sorry, xz. They go by like z, the small j, and capital J for commands. So the more the higher the compression is, the slower it gets. So uh, the first one has the low compression thing, but it is faster. While as when you go to xz, it is high compression, but it is a little bit slower than the gzip one.
Okay.
Uh,
So,
so
so which one compresses the most and which one compresses the least?
so the xz compresses the most, but it is slower, while as gzip compresses the less, but it is like faster.
Fastest.
Okay. And what are the extensions of these three
It's
compression files?
star dot for gzip it is star dot gz. For bz it is tar dot bz, and for xz it is star dot xz.
Okay. For BZ, is it BZ2 or BZ?
It's bz2.
Now, okay, the next question. What is the difference between RPM and yum command?
So for RPM, it is the singular package downloader. Basically, you can install single packages from RPM, while as from you can download multiple dictionaries and packages all together. It has different options for both. So for RPM, you can use RPM dash I dash V dash E. So like you can edit it, you can view it, you can delete, remove it by using like dash R. And while is in yum, you can do yum install and the name of the package you're planning to install to.
Correct. Which is the low level tool and which is the high level tool?
Yum is the high level one, while as RPM is the low level two.
Okay, and okay, leave it. I haven't shared the notes yet. I won't deep dive into it. Okay, so that's all, guys. Has everyone made note of all these questions? Will be asked again to you on Saturday. Saturday, we would be having individual mock interview session on the first, right from introduction till commands, everything will be there. And I want you all to explain it in more elaborate manner. Your commands should be clear. And at that time, I won't be guiding you like you're heading in right direction, or I won't be asking any specific like only two commands or any two options. So if I ask you one command, then you have to list down all the options related to it. Got it? Great. So now let's wrap up today's session. And sorry guys, I know I'm late for sharing the notes of recent 3 or 4 chapters. I'm working on them actually. So I'll share them as they are done. So just try to understand my situation. Thank you. That's all. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.